I have added some seasons to my bacon oil. This is just bacon oil. You can use turkey bacon. You can use olive oil. You can use whatever. But this is Mexican. This is, rice recipe from Mexico. So, I used a little accent. I like that. And I used a little cayenne. And just a little cayenne pepper. And I haven't used any salt yet. So here's the tomatoes. And as you can see, I took the little tops off, whatever. I don't eat those. And I chopped it up. That's the plate right there. There's apples on the plate. A pretty plate I got from one of my kids. I don't remember which one. So I got these tomatoes here, chopped up. See, as you can see, they're bite-sized pieces. They're not too small. Now, there's juice on this plate. Now, I'm not going to put the juice in there to fry, okay? I'm only going to use the tomatoes themselves as much as possible. So I'm going to put them in my little strainer here and let the juice come off of them because I don't want that juice making it just won't come out the way that I need it to come out. Now if I want to use that juice, I use it after, but right now I'm not going to do that. Right now I'm going to get some of this juice off of here because I need to do the tomatoes without the juice in it. And so that I can do it the way make it come out. See, there's little holes. This is a metal strainer. There's plastic ones. There's all kind of strainers. This one has bigger holes than the really little tiny holes, which to me, I mean, it's good for sifting flour or whatever, the little tiny holes. But this is for food and juicing. I don't want to have to clean the little, I'm not going to make work on purpose, And with the really tiny, now if I use the strainers with the really little tiny holes, really small holes, it would be really hard to clean this mess out of all those little holes, even if you, whatever. I prefer not to. And that's all the juice that came out of it, which is quite a bit. Too much for what I'm trying to do right here. And even there's still more. I really should let it sit for like a half an hour, but then my tomatoes won't be as fresh as I want them to be. Alright. Here we go. And the seasonings I already put in here. Turn this up a little bit. Not enough to burn it. I don't want to burn it. I don't want to scorch it. But I don't want it to be oily, so I turn it up medium. Let these tomatoes cook while I cut up my green pepper, my yellow pepper, orange pepper, whatever you like. But you need to find peppers. It could be sweet pepper, hot pepper. And I think it should go on your preference. It doesn't have to be exactly the way the recipe was taught to me. That's why I didn't show you all the seasonings I used. But of course, there's cumin. You need a little cumin for this, you know what I mean? Because this is the taste of makeup. Now this is whole cumin. Well, I'm gonna make a little space right here in the middle. Because see, this is an old pan, and I would suggest that never, try not to use a non-stick pan because you know, the way that I like the way that I'm so actively moving the spoon around at the bottom of the pan. You don't want, you know, non-stick, it comes apart, you know what I mean? It flakes or whatever, and that's, of course, it's not healthy and it doesn't taste good. You know. Now I'm going to add some cumin right now. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this cumin here. I like the flavor to be strong because I'm going to put a little bit in my beans, also on my pinto beans, because, see, today is mango flavor. Mango. Mango, yeah. Yes, sir. Alright, that's going to be good right there, see. And of course, you use the amount that you would like to use. You have to do it a couple of times so that, of course, that's the way how you find out how much you like. You might do it a couple of times. You know, you can't always follow a recipe to the T. You know, and this right here I'm doing just strictly from memory. It's not anything we wrote down, or, you know, we don't have a recipe book, or, you know, we don't have that, which is nice, I guess, if you have it. But, you know, me and my mom, we do recipes, and my grandma's, we do recipes by memory. So basically what that means is that it's not always going to be exactly the same. You know, sometimes it's going to be a little bit different. So now I'm going to spread this around in here. Let the tomatoes get the flavor of the cumin. Okay. Now, if my mom was here, she'd probably have some paprika. And I don't have any paprika right now. But as I said, each time you can do a recipe, it's always going to be a little bit different. Even if you're measuring and following a book or whatever. But we don't do books. I mean, it's not like we've never looked in a recipe book. I won't say that. But most everything we do is through memory and experience. Each time you make something, you make it a little different, you make it better, you make it worse. Each time you learn how you like it better, not what someone else likes it better as, because everybody's taste buds are different. And even in a family with 13 people, every individual person, all 13 of them, have different likes and tastes. Okay, so I'm going to let that do its thing right there. And I got to let that do its thing also. And now it's going to be good. That's the cumin in there. These are my beans. I let my beans do what they want to do. They're going to be good. Those take about 3 hours. The way I like it, because see, as you can see right now, it's just water. It's just water, right? But when I get done with this, it's going to look like gravy. Okay. So I'm going to let this do its thing. And I'll chop up my my peppers.